Now, the world's largest car show opens its doors in Frankfurt today. Among the flashy displays and roaring engines, companies are trying to gauge whether another sales slump's on the horizon. Still, there are clear signs the auto industry is back in fighting form. Volkswagen showed off the scale of its ambition by unveiling no less than 8 new models. And Jaguar is introducing a new 2-seat sports car to try and rev up sales. When I'm joined by Ralf Speth, Chief Executive of Jaguar Land Rover. Mr. Speth, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Good morning.
Now, I know that you're showing off the Land Rover DC100 and also the Jaguar CX-16 concept. Just tell us briefly about these two cars and what they mean for Jaguar Land Rover.
Today we are showing three new concepts. So you can be surprised. We will show the CX-16, a 2-seater sports car, an additional vehicle for our product portfolio, and we are going to show a concept about the icon in the Land Rover area, the Defender. So they mean a lot, because to have and to reinstall the icon, Defender, that's a challenge for everybody.
Now, the CX-16, I think it's your smallest car in more than 50 years. Is that the way that Jaguar Land Rover is heading towards these smaller cars? Because the wider car market is embracing smaller, compact vehicles.
It's a smaller car. It's a 1+1. So for the driver and a very important person. So it's a very special car. It's a sports car which does have all the spirit of Jaguar. So highest technology, lightweight technology, and a very, very interesting powertrain concept.
Now, the big news when it comes to Jaguar Land Rover over the last few days, of course, came from your parent company, Tata Motors. The Chief Executive Officer, Carl-Peter Forster, stepped down. How big a blow is that for Jaguar Land Rover?
The transformation of Jaguar Land Rover is already running for more than 2 years. And it's a team approach. So overall, I guess we are very good in shape. We have defined a very, very clear strategy. We have focused the organization, and we are working according to priorities. So overall, we are on track and we deliver. So I guess we move on rapidly.
Do you have any idea about who will replace him, who you'd like to replace him?
At the moment, it's not planned that he will be replaced.
At the moment, it's not planned. Okay. The other big issue surrounding the company, of course, has to be what's happening within Europe. I know 25% of your sales come from the UK, another 21% of your sales come from Europe. How concerned are you about the European sovereign debt crisis? How well placed are you to weather a real slump in fortunes within Europe's economy?
We have a very good and excellent product portfolio right now, and with this excellent product portfolio in high demand, we can perform strongly. So we delivered last year very, very good results. Or the Q1 of this fiscal year was a strong one, and so we think that we can be cautiously optimistic as far as anybody can really predict the future right now.
Still, though, you've had...
So we are in a good position.
Yeah.
And we are cautious, optimistic.
Still, though, you've had 6 straight months of declining sales at Jaguar, so how are you going to halt that sales decline?
We had in Jaguar a huge facelift with the XF, and we are introducing now the new Jaguar diesel 2.2 liter, a smaller engine, with a new facelift, and we are quite sure that you will see by far better figures than in the future.
I just want to
Overall, with all our retails, we are up 10% against previous year.
Mr. Speth, I mean, I just want to get your view. I mean, you know, you're in charge of the division in Europe, and I just want to get your view of what you're witnessing within the Eurozone, specifically within Germany. Politicians seemingly disunited in their attempt to stop this sovereign debt crisis from worsening. What would you like to see the politicians do in response to what is a seemingly worsening crisis?
I guess what every industry needs is really a solid economy. What we are seeing right now, this is a lot of economic challenges, and we can't really plan, and nobody knows what's going on in the future. At this very moment we have good opportunities to overcome the situation because the emerging markets, China, India, but also South America and Russia, are performing strongly. Though at this very moment we can leverage very well what we want to have, a solid economic climate, and that would be great if politicians can support that.
And I know you're searching for potential manufacturing partners in China. How's that search going?
We had a very long list of potential partners, and we reduced the list according to plan, and so we are on track. But every process does have different stages, and around the table there is a government, a potential partner, and Jaguar Land Rover, and that needs time, because whenever we want to do it, we want to do it for the mid and long term in a win-win situation for our partners and us, and not just going for short-term gains. And therefore we take our time to really define something special.
Ralf Speth, thank you very much for joining us today, the Chief Executive Officer of Jaguar Land Rover, speaking to us live from the Frankfurt Motor Show.